sun is rising on another day of our sensational romantic Rhine and Moselle River cruise. With Scenic, you can choose how to spend your day. Take a tour, head off on your own, or relax on board. Today, I'm taking a Scenic free choice activity, heading deep into the woods near Arnhem to visit the Netherlands Open Air Museum.
This museum was built in 1918, and it was built to preserve old crafts, old houses, old barns, because after World War I, we had a new age, and some people wanted to preserve the old age.
Is it a recreation of other times, other eras?
No, not at all, Nikki. All the things you see here are real. So they were broken from the place they used to be, all over the Netherlands, and they were totally rebuilt here, brick by brick, stone by stone, in this museum.
So what's your favourite part about the museum? Which bit's your favourite?
Well, actually the tram. The tram is from Rotterdam, so that's where I come from, so I like the tram the most.
The historic tram is the best way to get your bearings around the 44-hectare museum. Many of the exhibits feature craftsmen performing traditional tasks like this in the Wheelwright Workshop.
Making the wagon wheels, we use different kinds of wood. I'm now working on the outer rim, and those are mostly made of oak because it's very durable. For the spokes of the wheels, we prefer to use ash. If there is a bump in the road, which there was in those times a lot, then your spoke will break. So when you use ash, it's more flexible, so it will bend and it will straighten again.
In another part of the museum lies a farmhouse with a surprising blend of histories.
So this house is from the 18th century. How did it end up here?
Well, it was rescued for... They were building in the 1990s the railroad, and it was in the wrong position, so they had to take it away, and then they brought it here, brick by brick, stone by stone, and they built it up all here again.
Oh my gosh, look how cute it is in there.
The historic farmhouse was last home to two families in the 1990s who donated it to the museum exactly as it stood, inside and out. They left behind their pots on the kitchen bench, clothes hanging in the bedrooms, even toiletries on the bathroom sink.
So now it seems like the owners have gone for just a second.
It does.
And we'll be back in another second. So
there's a real soul in here.
Absolutely.
I've decided to visit the Airborne Museum to learn about the Netherlands' most famous battle, the Battle of Arnhem, fought in World War II. Thousands of men and aircraft carried out the largest airborne operation in history, attempting to seize a bridge north of the Rhine.
The Airborne Museum in Oosterbeek tries to keep alive the story of the capture of the road bridge in Arnhem. And here you see a model of a paratrooper with his full kit before he jumps from the aircraft.
Initially the landings went well, but they were soon met by German counterattacks. 1,400 men were killed, 6,000 captured, and only 2,400 made it to safety. The battle unfolded onto the streets of Arnhem, where many unsuspecting Dutch civilians had elected to stay in their houses. The museum offers an experience simulating what it was like to be amongst the fighting.
This exhibit was put together about 10 years ago. It was a very new way of showing people, especially younger people, how an area where street fighting had taken place would look like.
And it feels like you're in amongst a battle. You feel like you want to get behind one of the pylons and hide and duck and weave. And
the sound effects and the light effects are doing it, of course.